Okay, so next in our grammar unit, we're going to be talking about the subjective complement or subject complement. They mean the same thing, it's just those words are used interchangeably. Basically, it's any kind of adjective, noun, or pronoun that follows a linking verb. So first you kind of have to get an understanding of what a linking verb actually is. So a linking verb, any true linking verb is going to be any form of the verb to be, like is, was, or are, or were, or the verb become, or the verb seem. Those are always going to be linking verbs. And remember, a linking verb directly links the subjective complement back to its subject. We've got other verbs that can be either action or linking verbs, so it's important to pay attention to the context of the sentence whenever you're deciding what they are. Those are verbs like appear, feel, grow, look, prove, remain, turn, taste, sound, and smell. So I have 3 examples here. The first one is Brandon is a gifted athlete. And you can decide whether or not something's a linking verb by, if you could replace this with an equals sign, it would be a linking verb. So you could say Brandon equals athlete. It's something that is directly linking to the subject Brandon. And that is being linked by our linking verb here. So this would be the subjective complement. It's a noun. Now here we say it was he who caught the winning touchdown. It's the same principle. You could replace that with an equals sign. And remember, again, it's a form of the to be verb, so we're going to know automatically that it is a linking verb. But we see here that this is the subjective complement of the subject it. You could put an equal sign in there and say it equals he. And with the same principle, we have Brandon becomes embarrassed when people compliment his skill. Again, we've got another one of those true linking verbs, become. And Brandon is our subject, so obviously this is going to be our subjective complement. You could put an equal sign in there and say Brandon equals embarrassed, because it's directly linking him. So remember, it's always going to be something that is directly linked. And it's important not to confuse that with a direct object, because that is when an action verb is being used. Which brings me to my next point. Don't mistake it for a direct object. So here I have 2 examples of kind of the same principle. And this is usually the confusion is caused when one of those other verbs that could be either or is being used. So here we've got the verb felt being used as a linking verb. She felt sick. And you could put the equal sign in there and it would be something that is directly linking to her. So she is sick. You could also replace it with the form of the to be verb, and then you would know. But here in this instance, we've got Michelle felt her forehead but didn't detect a temperature. Here she is literally feeling her forehead, probably with her hand or something like that. It's something she is literally doing, so it becomes an action verb in that sense. If you put an equal sign in here, it would not make sense. You could not say Michelle equal forehead, because it's not what it's saying. It's actually the direct object of her action.